All right, guys, we are in DaVinci Resolve right now, and I'm going to be demonstrating how to layer some tracks to have the visuals from one but the audio of another one playing. I'm going to show you guys how to add a transition to go from one thing to another so it's not just cuts. We're actually going to use our just cuts assignment as the second portion. So we're going to have an opening shot and then the just cuts conversation just to kind of recycle some footage and cut down on the editing we have to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some items to my media pool here. So I have my media pool on. I'm going to hit File, Import Media. And I need to find a couple files. Yours will probably be in your download folder because you're going to download this stuff off of Google Classroom probably. So I am looking for location voiceover. Jones just cut. And I'm going to grab snow number 1. All right, open these guys up. Yes, change my frame rate. All right, the video recording software is making this a little tricky for me. So I'm going to grab my location voiceover track here, and I'm going to put it in audio and video track 1. This is just some junk footage, but it has some dialogue. I don't want the chair creaking at all.
Meanwhile, at Morrisville High School.
Okay, I'm going to clip this here. I'm going to get rid of this chunk. I'm doing that with Control and the slash.
Downtown at an unidentified building.
Okay. Oops. All right, I don't need the rest of this. Delete. So now I've got my audio clip that I want at the beginning of my video. Whoops. Try that again.
Downtown at an unidentified building.
All right. Now I'm going to put in my footage of the building. I'm putting this on video track 2, which gets created here. When I watch this, there's a little wobble at the beginning of the footage from my hand coming off the camera or something like that. So I'm going to actually trim that clip a little bit. I'd actually like to bring the audio back just a smidge. So here we go.
Downtown at an unidentified building.
All right, and I'm going to make another cut and delete that piece. So now I have audio and video that are separated. I don't necessarily want to hear the wind. Let me mute this track for a second, the voiceover track. There's that traffic-y sound there. I don't really know if I want it. I'm muting the traffic-y sound. I turned back on the voiceover.
Downtown at an unidentified building.
I like that better. So I've muted that. You can also go to the music tab. And on the music tab here, if this isn't muted, you can use this line to quiet or completely silence a layer. So there's a couple different ways of doing these types of things. All right, now back to the editing layer. I'm going to bring in my Just Cuts conversation here. When you make a video, if you want to do a transition, which is part of this assignment, we're going to fade from one clip to another, you have to have some footage that's been removed, cut or shrunken in. It needs that wiggle space to do the transition. So I can't just start it like this. It won't let me because this is the beginning of this clip. So I'm going to try and look and see how much of this I could sacrifice. So my guy kind of whips his head around. He's surprised to meet this celebrity, right? So I'm going to sacrifice that much of this clip. And then when I put these together, I'll be able to do the transition. This is always important when you're filming to try to leave tag a little bit of space. Don't call cut the second the actor finishes a line. Try and have them hold character for a split second at the end, and don't have them start acting the second you say action. You want like a split second to do these kinds of things. Now I'm going to use the effects library, which is up here. And there are video transitions as well as audio transitions to make sure you're in the right spot. I've got video transitions here. I'm grabbing a cross dissolve, and I'm going to have to bring it over here to the space between these two videos. And when I hit play, it should fade. It may be a little bit rough. The preview here may be a little rough.
Oh, it's such an honor to meet
You can see it there. Let's run it again, see if it gets better.
Oh, it's such an honor to meet you.
That's just the resources on this laptop lagging.
Oh, it's such an honor to meet you. Can I get your autograph?
All right, and you can also use the mouse here on this box to lengthen and shorten the transition time. So if you need a longer transition or a shorter transition for some reason, you can affect that there.
Oh, it's such an honor to meet you. Can I get your autograph for my daughter? Would you like my mugshot instead?
All right, so I've completed my video. I have my exterior shot with the voiceover. I have a transition to my main scene. I can go to the rocket ship tab down here called Delivery. I can give it a file name, and I can tell it where to save it. This is my location, my establishing shot. I think I called this exterior transitions. Is that what this assignment's called? I forget. Exterior transitions, browse. It's going to videos, save, add to render queue, and then come over here and hit start render to get my finished project out of Resolve.